Rainier Avenue Radio, our initial, first broadcast of the year. But we did broadcast basketball back in 2021. But the first broadcast of 2022 features Cleveland versus Roosevelt. Right now, the score is 22 to nothing. Roosevelt is in front, and but this Cleveland team is a scrappy team. They come out, they play, they hustle, and I'm going to welcome to the broadcast the legend Val Whiting. Val, how are you doing?
Great. How are you?
Good to see you again.
You too.
Well, no fans in the stands, but they're out here competing anyway.
Yeah, both teams are playing hard, playing with a lot of enthusiasm, and I know that Cleveland's going to get on the scoreboard soon.
So, Val, what difference would it make to you? Were you ever in a position when you had to play in your collegiate career, in your professional career, with no fans? Did that ever happen?
No, I've never had to experience that or play with a mask on.
Or
So
that too?
these guys are going about different experiences I've never had to go through. So kudos to them.
What would you share right now to those who are listening on the level that you played on about the impact of having fans in the stands? Does it really make a difference to you? And then the next thing, playing in the mask. I know you never did that, but how would you, just to share maybe from your perspective, what's going on right now for these student athletes out here?
While playing with fans, they definitely give you a boost and you feed off of the energy. But as an athlete, you have to be able to be your own inner fan and be able to motivate yourself, and no matter what the situation is. And playing with a mask, I just know I hate working out the mask. So playing basketball the mask, I don't even know how these girls are doing it, but they are doing it, and this is their new normal.
There was a nice pull-up there from the right baseline by Ava Bumstead for two. Nice form on that shot. 26-1 now. You were right. Cleveland has gotten on the board. They got a free throw. And again, with 6:16 left here in the game, Rainier Avenue Radio, happy to be back broadcasting high school basketball once again. Cleveland with the ball out on the right wing. Pass attempted to be dropped down low. Balls on the floor. Players go down after the ball. Picked up by Iris Mamo. Roosevelt now with the ball. Ava Bumstead bringing the ball up across the half court line. Ball's loose. Cleveland picks it up. Qatar Eltham. Shot goes up, rolls off the rim, Val. Got a good look, though.
Yeah, that was a heartbreaker. She did a great job at least taking it to the rim, forcing the player to guard her. I thought it was a little bit of contact there. I'm surprised they didn't call anything.
Again, Roosevelt with the ball, working the ball around the perimeter. Ava Doring puts up a shot that doesn't go. Attempt to save the ball, does save the ball. Cleveland gets their hands on the ball. Elton with them now. Tara to the front court. Shot put up off the glass, doesn't go. Leah Tequila with the shot. Roosevelt again with the ball. Handled in the backcourt by Gabrielle Rochon. Roosevelt with the ball in the front court now. Grace Sherlock with it on top. Pressure out on top. Pass drop down low. Step up and under move. And that was Maggie Wilgus with the shot. Moving around that like you down there in the low post.
That was some nice footwork.
How much of that footwork is innate and is it something that you have to practice over and over and over?
Oh, well, at least for me personally, I had to practice over and over and over until it became automatic, and not just practicing your skills, but practicing how to read different situations when you're working on your skills is really important. And that was a great read.
26-1. 4:30 left here in the first half. Cleveland going to the line. That's going to be Leah Tequila again. Shot bounces off the right side. Teammates come over and dap her up. Good chance, good try. got another chance at it. Next shot goes up. That one bounces off the side of the rim, off the inside of the rim, out. Rebound is grabbed by Roosevelt. Gabriel Roshan in front court. Three-point attempt is passed up by Gray Sherlock. Again, good defense out there on top. Get the pass down low. Shot is blocked, but a foul called. And it looks like the foul is going to be against Cleveland. And it looks like Val. It's hard for me to tell right now between looking at the score sheet and figuring out the players are. Cleveland's in some sort of 2-3 zone, it looks like, on defense.
Yeah, they are in a 2-3 zone, but Roosevelt is doing a really good job of getting the ball inside. That time, going to the high post and looking for the low post, getting a little bit of high-low action going.
Maggie Wilgus makes the first shot. 6-foot sophomore. Second shot doesn't hit anything, so that'll be ball out of bounds. 27-1, 4:10 here to go in the first half. And again, Leah Tekele brings the shot, brings the ball up, ball out of bounds.
She's doing a great job getting herself to the free throw line, but she just needs to capitalize on these free points.
Are you a cultural producer who's been impacted by the pandemic? Check this out. 4Culture is offering relief grants between $1,000 and $12,000 to cover your COVID-related losses, help you move forward with your creative work. If you're creating cultural experiences in any discipline, at any stage of your career, you should apply. Val, that sounds like everybody. It sounds like
After the game, I'm putting my application in.
What are some of the things that you do, Val, if you'd like to share with our listeners that you've been working on outside basketball?
I'm actually a female athlete mindset coach, so I work on confidence, mental toughness, the mental skills you need to be a better athlete on the court as well as off the court. And that's what I enjoy doing because I didn't have those skills when I played, so I'm passionate about passing that along.
And then I'm sure COVID had to impact that because you didn't get to have that one-on-one personal contact. Probably have to do it, over virtually?
COVID is what started that. That's how I got.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's how I got into it.
Wow.
I'm actually a content creator on TikTok, and a lot of my comments will come in from female athletes about confidence, and it pushed me to go get certified and open a business. And so everything I do is virtual.
Well, it sounds like you're eligible for this grant.
Oh.
The deadline to apply is Wednesday, February 2nd.
Okay.
And just head to 4culture.org/recovery. Get information on virtual group workshops, application support, language translation, and more. Again, this grant is between $1,000 and $12,000.
I'm going to check it out.
27-3, Roosevelt on top. Around the right side, shot goes up. Doesn't go. Player falls down, and the Cleveland player helps her up. Good show of sportsmanship. Shot put up by Cleveland. Drained. That's all net. And that nice shot there from Iris Amemo. 3-point shot. The left side pulls Cleveland within 27-6. Cleveland playing good defense. Nemo with the steal, gets the ball and gets fouled.
She's bringing some energy to this club and some confidence.
You know, the Cleveland, I got to say, even though, last year I think they went winless. And again this year, but again, they've got 8-9 players out there, and you don't see any quitting.
No, you don't. And then when you're down by, 21 points and you're having trouble scoring, you have to think about finding the little wins, the little games you can play within the game.
Nemo puts up another three. That one bounces out. The right side tries to save it. Ball goes out of bounds. 2:38 here to go in the second half. Roosevelt will bring the ball in. Bumstead brings the ball in, gets it to Gabrielle Roshan. Roshan into the front court across the half-court line. Again, looking for the three, but passing it up is Grace Sherlock. Back to Roshan. Ball batted away again. Nemo making her presence felt in this game. And the steal this time again, you pointed out, Cleveland doing some good work. They've just got to convert those into points.
The energy is there. They're continuing to work hard, regardless of what the scoreboard says.
Ball down low. Shot goes up and doesn't go from Zoe Hoffenberg, 6'1". Again, sophomore. This Roosevelt team is pretty young out there. Nemo with the ball on top again. Works the ball out to Tequila. Shot goes up, doesn't go. Bumstead with the ball. Bumstead in the front court, dribbling with the left hand again. Pass down low. Nice move up with the left hand. Shot goes in off the glass. Nice move there by Zoe Hoffenberg.
That was a great post move. One thing I would say is that when you catch the ball in the post, always catch chin check. She had actually initial left hand move, but because she didn't check, she went right, ran into the defense, but did do a good job countering, going back to her left.
Now tell us what that is again for us, Laker. You said chin check.
Catch the ball, 3 C's. Catch the ball, chin the ball, and then check where the defense is.
Again, Zoe Hoffenberg with the shot. Doesn't go, ball rebounded and put back up and in by Hoffenberg. Cleveland in front now, 29-6 with 55 seconds left here to go in the first half. Looks like we're going to get a foul called on Sherlock. No, I think we've got a turnover. I think we ended up with the traveling call there. 31-6 is the score, 52.7 seconds left here in the first half. Rainier Avenue Radio, excited to be bringing you high school basketball once again. Roosevelt again working that ball down low. This time the shot doesn't go. Battle for the rebound. 40 seconds left on the clock. Bumstead with it. Looking over in the corner. Gets it to Rashawn again. They get the ball down low. Turn and spin. Another left-handed shot doesn't go. This time Cleveland with the rebound.
They're doing a great job getting the ball in the paint against the zone. A lot of teams, instead of getting the ball inside against the zone, they would just pass on the perimeter. But Roosevelt is pounding it inside and creating opportunities.
Memo again with the three-point shot that doesn't go. Bumstead with it now. 13 seconds on the clock. Bumstead on top. Again, that zone defense by Cleveland. They're looking to get the ball inside. They do again. This time they do get the side. It doesn't go. Shot rolls off. Shot by Sammy Teal. Cleveland won't be able to get the shot off. And so here we are at halftime for our, when we get to the third quarter, Mr. Juan Cotto will be handling your play-by-play. Val Whiting still on commentary and analysis. At halftime, Roosevelt 31, Cleveland 6 at Cleveland. And Juan, do you want to see if you can grab the Roosevelt coach over there?
That's what I plan on doing. I'm going to go over and talk to Taylor Molberg, get a word with him at during this break.
And then we will have Juan. When you're ready to go, Juan, let us know. In the interim, Mr. Bellis, what do you got for us?
Yeah, thank you there, Tony. And not only are we following the Metro League, we're also looking at the top 20 in action for girls right now. And in action currently, number 2 ranked Harmiston at 8-1 so far this year. They're currently in the second, and they are dominating against one of 2A's best teams this year, number 3 Ellensburg. It's 35-4 in the second quarter for number 2 Harmiston. The story for girls basketball this year in 3A right now is Meade. They have run up a 11-0 record so far this year. Yesterday, they were able to defeat Lewis and Clark 67-26.
When you're done.
It's basically been that all year long for Meade, as they have dominated all of their opponents, and they sit at number 1 in girls this year, an 11-0 record. At number 3, we have Arlington, who will be playing number 16 Stanwood tonight at 7:15. Garfield's having a great season as well. They're undefeated at 5-0.
I've got Coach Taylor Molberg if you're ready.
And we're going to go right to Juan Cotto.
Over here with Roosevelt girls basketball coach Taylor Molberg. Taylor,
Yeah.
come out in a game like this. What did you try to emphasize, and how well did you guys play in the first half?
I really want to emphasize on discipline on offense and defense. Really focusing on moving the ball side to side and trying to see all of our options on offense. Defense, we talked about talking a lot, right? And being communication, especially in this gym where there's no spectators. We should be loud and bringing a lot of energy.
Any special contributions in the first half? Any players stand out?
I thought, we had an all-around team effort. I thought we swung the ball around nicely. We had a lot of girls get a lot of good looks. And so, I would say all-around team effort was great.
What is the focus of the second half going to be?
More communication. I thought we still need to work on that. A little bit better box outs. I know it's kind of tough in the 2-3 zone to box out, but boxing out, and then offensively, just staying confident in our shots.
The focus necessary for playing in a somewhat empty gym. How do you keep the focus?
Bringing our own energy both on the court but also on the bench, right? Like being able to talk and pump each other up and stay talking.
Always keeping focus. Yep. Taylor Mulbrook, thank you very much. Tony, back to you.
Thank you.
Actually, to me, Daniel Bellis here with your halftime report. About 6 minutes left before the half, as we are live on Rainier Avenue Radio, your community radio station, with Roosevelt well in hand over Cleveland, 31-6. Now, we mentioned Garfield's ranked number 4 this year in girls action. They're playing against number 7 Eastside Catholic tonight at 6 p.m. Earlier this year, Garfield gave a spanking to this Cleveland team. It was 111-2 in that contest right there. The low score by Cleveland, this has been their season so far. They have struggled to get points during their games. They have not eclipsed a total of 25 in a single game so far this season. In fact, I believe their points per game is somewhere around 16 or 17 per game, actually. But Roosevelt's season, on the other hand, they are actually in a dogfight for the championship bracket later on this season in the Sound Division. Due to the struggles of Rainier Beach, it opens up the door, and the top 2 teams get that chance to move on to the championship bracket, as they are currently tied with Ballard at a 2-4 conference record right now. Even though they are 2-4 overall, Ballard's 2-5 overall, but the top 2 teams get to make that championship. The rest of the teams, they get that opportunity to move on to districts, but they play in a play-in tournament. So if you want to guarantee yourself a spot in the Metro League championship bracket and get an automatic route to districts without even having, if you lose a game, you're still in. You want to make the top 2 in each of these divisions. And in the Sound, right now, West Seattle is in control of the Sound division at 3-2 conference record, but Ballard and Roosevelt are tied at 2-4. Obviously, Roosevelt playing right now. Ballard will play tonight against Holy Names at 4:30 right there. But this Roosevelt team will be broadcasting them again on next Friday, the 14th, when they will be at number 14 Franklin. The Franklin Quaker girls are having an outstanding season so far. They're 3-1, but they're ranked number 14 in 3A right now, and we'll be broadcasting their game next Friday on Rainier Avenue Radio, both boys and girls, right there. And then after that game, Roosevelt's going to take on number 6 Gig Harbor. So some tough games for Roosevelt coming up ahead. But at least the Gig Harbor game, win or lose, won't go against our Metro standings. But they'll play against Lincoln on the 12th, and then Franklin next Friday. Rainier Beach in the Sound is actually at 1-3 so far this season. And they face a tough test against number 7 Blanchette tonight at 6. Chief Self and Lincoln are tied in the cellar of the Sound Division for the girls, 1-4 apiece. There in the Valley, it's controlled by Garfield and Franklin. Garfield so far with a 5-0 undefeated record so far this season, and Franklin in second at 3-1. Nathan Hale at third at 1-3, and then Cleveland and Ingram round up the cellar with both winless records. 0-5 overall for Cleveland and 0-9 overall for Ingram. However, it's 0-4 in the conference for Cleveland and 0-5 in the conference for Ingram. However, in the Mountain Division, Eastside Catholic so far pitching an undefeated record for the girls at 6-0 so far. They're 7-2 overall. They have a tough test tonight at 6:30 when they take on number 4 Garfield in a big one for the Metro League, but also a big one for 3A in general. Seattle Prep sits in second in the Mountain at 4-1. Their next game will be at number 14 Franklin on the 12th. I think that's Wednesday. Bishop Blanchette in third at 4-1. And Lakeside and Holy Names, 4-2 and 3-2, respectively, here in the Metro League. We are about 2 minutes away from your second half of action. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm good. Just a lot of talking during the half. Is that you, Juan? Oh, let me put you on mic real quick. It's headphones. Okay. Juan?
I can't hear you.
Still can't hear me. If I was short. Juan? Okay. Juan? No. Okay, here we go. Yep, Rainier Avenue Radio, your community radio station, 1:38 p.m. We are going to take it to here at the half with Roosevelt over Cleveland, 31-6. We're going to take it to Juan Cotto and Val Whiting for your call on your second half.
Once again, Juan Cotto touching base live from the Eagle Gymnasium here at Cleveland on Beacon Hill. I have Tony B and Val Whiting. Tony B always throws me out here with legends. Either Joyce Walker, now Val Whiting, two-time Pacific 12 Conference Player of the Year, two-time NCAA champion, Stanford Cardinal. The Roosevelt Rough Riders taking on the Cleveland Eagles. Over here on Beacon Hill, nice steal, number 52. That was Maria Hennig. She took that basketball away. And I'm just impressed by the fighting spirit of the Eagles. Val, they have come out and they've played a really scrappy ball game.
Yeah, they have, and they're not looking at the scoreboard. They're taking one possession at a time, and that's what you got to do when you're down by so much. You can't make up 25 points in one possession, but you can chip at it.
Dana Louie just pulled that rebound, and she's the shortest player on the court. It's funny, if you're hustling and if you're making things happen, Dana got the rebound and was fouled, so Cleveland will get the ball underneath the basket. So a little hustle play there. Sometimes it pays to be the small person close to the floor in basketball. Inbounds pass inside to Haley, and she throws a lot that just didn't connect. So here comes Roosevelt with the basketball. Guys was their leading scorer with 7 points in the first half of the ball game. 31-6, Roosevelt in a, as you've heard, an empty gymnasium. The Metro League has basically, as a traveling was called down below, they have asked that I believe that players can have 2 people accompany them to the game. That's all that is in the gymnasium. So I think it's usually the parents, but none of the student body can be here. So hopefully, if you are a Cleveland student or a Roosevelt student, this is your ticket to your basketball teams out here competing hard. Little challenge under the basket. That's a scrappy young player, that Dana Lowe. She's the shortest player in the court, but she's getting after it. And, of course, she was going against one of the taller Roosevelt players, Sammy Teal, their post. And we've seen Miss Teal before, and we've seen her improve as a ball player over the years. Here come the Rough Riders down the floor. 6:40 to go in the third quarter. If you just joined us, welcome to Rainier Avenue Radio, our community radio station, your community radio station. And we're telling the stories of our kids. And a nice little give and go play there between Ava Doring and the aforementioned Sammy Teal, and that leads to a basket for Roosevelt. Now a steal coming out of the back court. Number 5, Jasmine Hall with the basketball. Rotates it over to the corner. That is Lauren Guys. 7 points, leading scorer in the first half. Travel called at the top of the key.
Looks like Roosevelt is slowing it up and showing a little bit of sportsmanship here. She had a fast break layup and chose to let everybody else come down the floor.
Still always fun to come out and compete, even during this pandemic situation. The kids have still got to enjoy coming out here and playing a little basketball.
Yeah, I hope they have to be grateful, especially thinking about what happened the last couple of years, how the seasons were taken away or truncated.
We've talked about Iris Memo being a little ball of energy. She threw the ball over the rim that time, unfortunately, for Cleveland. Roosevelt comes down floor, setting up their offense. Outshot from the outside by number 5. That's nothing but hit net. Jasmine Hall finds the range. A big three-pointer, 36-6. But the score really doesn't matter. It's the energy, the fun, the excitement that Cleveland is bringing to the ball game. They're sticking in and they are determined. They're not going to give up as their little point guard. And she was so funny before the game, number 23, Mumba Kerrigan. She had a nice conversation with me, told me there are a bunch of point guards on our team. We all take chances and we all get the ball and we all pass and move. And she also told me they guard people, which is critical in basketball.
Well, right now they're having a hard time guarding that post-to-post pass in that 2-3 zone. To do something to take away that ball not coming in the middle.
Presenting a challenge, Roosevelt, with an extremely skilled basketball team, and as we've seen over the years, extremely competitive basketball team, working the ball inside to their post player, number 22, DJ Simmons, who's a 5'11" forward, a senior this year, and she knocks one home. 38-6, Roosevelt over Cleveland. Quick three-pointer, in and out. Oh, a nice little jump shot there by Mumtaz, and ball seemed to Roosevelt looked like they were getting ready to start a fast break, threw the ball out of bounds. So it will be Cleveland's ball. And here comes Mumtaz. She will go ahead and inbound this. Waiting over here. 4:31 to go in the third quarter. The gym, as you can expect, is a little quiet. And look at, there's our girl right there. There's our girl, Iris. Iris is throwing one up from the parking lot. Did you take shots like that in college?
No. When I was in college, they did not use the three-point line as much as they do now. We as a team use it a bit more than most teams, but post players there weren't any stretch 4s, stretch 5s.
It's changed the game. Stephen Curry and throwing those long shots in for the Golden State Warriors has inspired everybody, and now everybody's a jump shooter.
Yeah, some people should not be shooting. But, yes, he has inspired a lot of people.
In the senior league, people are saying that about me, but it looks like so much fun, I just can't stop. Cleveland with the basketball. There's Luau with we talked about her hustling. That's my girl over there, number 23, Mumtaz. She's got it long. Here's another one. Off the backboard, though, this time for Iris. She throws it off, but here comes Roosevelt with the basketball up the floor. It's number 5, Jasmine Hall, works it over to Lauren Guys into the free throw line, and their offense so patient. Ava Darling missed that shot, but there goes a rebound in for number 22. That was DJ Simmons with the basket, and that makes the score 40-9. 3:20 to go in the third quarter. Juan Cotto on Rainier Avenue Radio World, our community radio station, your community radio station, telling the stories of our children. And today from Cleveland High School's gymnasium on Beacon Hill. Happy New Year as we are bringing in the basketball season from the Metro League. Boy, I tell you, for the last 2 years, the world has dealt with this COVID situation. We have another empty gymnasium, but a lot of energy, as you can tell by Roosevelt. That was number 12, just hustling all the way. Sammy Teal. And once again, we've seen her career here at Roosevelt High School, a number of games on Rainier Avenue Radio where she's played well. Unfortunately, she was not able to get that basket. Nice little jumper from Mumtaz, and one of my great interviews before the game. Had a chat with her, and so much fun. She's ready to play some basketball today, but unfortunately that shot didn't go in. Roosevelt patiently working the ball. Long shot from outside by Sammy Teal, no good. Ball worked to the top of the key, kept away. And Lual gets the ball, and now Cleveland will just go ahead and start to set up their offense behind their primary point guard, number 33, Iris Mamo.
Good move. Did a great job getting herself to the free throw line.
She really did. That is going to be Mumtaz. She will go to the free throw line, hustling down there. And you and I talked about it before the game. Some great shoes out there on the floor.
Man, all we had was white. And then, like I said, my sophomore year in college, black shoes. I think University of Michigan started wearing the black shoes. And then we wanted black shoes. And it was a big deal to wear black shoes. We thought we were baddies.
Old Juwan Howard, who's the coach of the Michigan Wolverines now, a part of that Fab Five unit with Ray King, obviously Jalen Rose, and they went ahead and started a trend. Chris Webber started with the long pants, then the black shoes, and boy, they changed the game back in the day. There's a little scrum underneath the basket. It looks like it's going to be Cleveland's basketball. And a nice little hustle play to go on the floor by Coco Itan. She went down there and she got that basketball. 1:56 to go in the third quarter. It is a 40-10 Roosevelt. But we've really enjoyed watching the Cleveland basketball team and their fiery presence here as number 15 puts up a shot that was just off the rim, and that was Leah Tekele. She fired one up. Roosevelt with the basketball. 1:41 to go in the third quarter on your community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Calling a little basketball over here, and a foul is called. That was on number 33, and that was Iris Mamo. She looks like she glanced on the arm of number 15, Grace Sherlock, and that was called a foul. 1:33 to go. Cleveland sticking in their 2-3 defense. Roosevelt working the basketball around.
And I'd like to see Cleveland come out of this 2-3 because Roosevelt is quite comfortable playing against it, although they're looking a little frazzled right now.
Ball work down low. That's number 32, Ava Dorling. And it looks like she took a little bit of a step to get to the basket, and that will be Cleveland's basketball. So Cleveland, they're fighting.
Yeah, they are. And that's, like I said, they're not playing to the scoreboard. They're playing their game, keeping energy.
You talked about it with Tony and the business that you started in developing the confidence in female athletes in particular. Tell us a little bit more about that. One of the things, as an athlete who played baseball in college, the mental game is something we don't train as much, and it's such an important part of the game, even maybe more important than the physical aspect.
Oh, yeah. My coach in college used to say mental is physical as 4 is to 1. And when shots aren't falling, we tend to get in the gym more instead of maybe there's something going on besides the physical side of things. And Ben Simmons is an example of that in the playoffs last year. He wouldn't shoot. He wouldn't even look at the basket. And that wasn't a physical thing. That was a mental thing. And I'm hoping he got a chance to work with a mental coach on the off season. But a lot of players don't realize you don't have to have issues to work with a mindset coach. Makes the good guys better and the better people their best.
Ava Dorling had no problem knocking down one for Roosevelt from the free throw line. Cleveland on their possession accidentally threw it out of bounds. And here comes Roosevelt with 10 seconds to go. They get the ball inside to number 32, Ava Dorling. And she goes back-to-back baskets just before the end of the third quarter. So, with that, going into the fourth quarter, it is the Roosevelt Rough Riders 44, the Cleveland Eagles 10 on your community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio.world. I'm going to turn this back over to Tony B, the Tony B. Tony making me work with legends.
All right, Juan, thank you. I want to remind everyone that Martin Luther King Jr. Day is coming up. We will be broadcasting once again, I think for the 7th year in a row, live from the MLK Day March and Rally on Monday the 17th. As part of the 3-day weekend, we'll also be hosting at our new home, the Columbia City Theater, a Martin Luther King Day vendor celebration. We'll have vendors from our community who have booth space set up, and you can come down and purchase from Black-owned vendors in South Seattle. So excited about that. That'll be from noon to 5. And then on Sunday, it'll be Youth Day. We'll have youth performances and panel discussions. And then on Monday, the rally and march. So we got a big 3-day MLK Day weekend, holiday weekend set up for everybody out there. You are listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world. We're here with fourth quarter action, 44-10, Val. What are your thoughts so far in regards to both of these teams, what they've accomplished, and what would you like to see happen in the fourth quarter?
Well, for Cleveland being down 34 points, they're going to have to play a game within the game. What is a goal that they can have for this quarter? Is it how many loose balls we dive for? Is it how many threes we hit? Deflections, something to keep them moving forward without focusing so much on the scoreboard. And then the same thing with Roosevelt. How can they continue to play their game and maybe work on some things they want to work on? This can be even a form of practice for them to get better.
And as you mentioning that, Leah Tequila let fly with a 3-point shot that went in for Cleveland to make it 44-13 with 7:42 left, and almost came back and stole the ball on the other end. Foul was eventually called, though. The ball in the hands of Greg Sherlock ends up out of bounds. So Cleveland, you know what, Val, they haven't had terrible looks at the hoop.
No, they haven't. Just not converting. I don't think they've had a layup.
A shot inside the 3-point line.
Yeah.
As the ball gets away, stolen away by Sherlock. Roosevelt now with the ball. Sherlock with some fancy dribbling, bounces the ball off the back of her knee. They'll call that tip. She'll get no, they're going to call that over and back.
Okay.
I thought it was over and back, but Cleveland will bring the ball in. Again, Leah Tequila looks to get the ball in the Qatar. Eltham does. Eltham with the ball. Gets the pass over to Natasha Kaiden. Deep shot, another deep three from Memo.
That's Juan's girl.
Iris Memo, it says, wait a minute. (44-16) now with 6:55 to go here in the game. Roosevelt working the ball around the perimeter, trying to get the ball inside. Then on the left wing, we've got traveling violation. So Cleveland with 2 big threes in this quarter. A chance to cut back into that lead.
Oh.
Pass to Memo goes out of bounds, and Eltham let her a little bit too much.
Yeah, unforced turnovers definitely add gray hairs to coaches.
All right, Sherlock bringing the ball up now again for Roosevelt. Ball taken away. Tequila with it, drives in. Here's that first layup, goes over the hoop, doesn't go. Sherlock with the ball again behind the back.
And use that backboard on your layups. My dad always says the backboard is your friend.
Roosevelt does get the ball, drive down low, feed down low. Ball is taken away again. Another turnover by Cleveland. quickly in the front court. Ball is almost taken away. And another drive off the glass this time. And Val, you hit it. This one rolls in for Cleveland, making it 44-18 now, down 26. Again, a nice give and go down low. Ends up with a bucket there. Nice pass from Zoe Hoffenberg to Maggie Wilgis, the two 6-foot sophomores team up. Mamo with another three. This one doesn't go off the glass. Wilgis with the rebound. Bumstead in the front court. Almost loses the ball, gets it back. Picks it up. And Sherlock again picks up the dribble as they get the ball to Hoffenberg. And another nice pass from Hoffenberg, Val, and looks like they've got something going there, Hoffenberg to Wilgis.
Yeah, they're taking advantage of the 2-3 zone and getting into the high post. As soon as she gets it, the low post ducks in. I'd love to see Cleveland adjust their defense and try something different.
We'll have it out of bounds, and Cleveland will retain possession 48-18 now. 4:56 here to go in the game. Rainier Avenue Radio.World. Shot put up and good all net. Mutaz Shikaden.
That's a great mid-range. I haven't seen many mid-range shots on the Cleveland side. Either it's a three or they're trying to take it to the basket. She has great rotation on her shot.
Shikaden's free throw. Again, that one bounces off. High off the rim. 48-20 now. Roosevelt into the front court. Bumstead with the ball. Finds Roshan. Again, they get the ball down low. This time it doesn't go. We're going to have a foul called. Shot put up by Zoe Hoffenberg. And Bell, you're right. They are. If one of the things they're trying to do is work their offense and get the ball down low, it looks to me like they're successful at that. Whether they're converting those shots is another thing. But.
Yeah, like I said before, a lot of coaches think you beat the zone by just passing around in the perimeter. But if you get the ball inside, that forces the defense to collapse, and you can pass it back out. So they're doing a great job getting the ball inside. I'm obviously biased because I love post play, being a post player. So I'm happy to see them touch the ball.
Being a post player, what do you think about the way the game has transitioned with the three-point shot?
I'm disappointed that post players are now relegated to being just for rebounds and screens, at least in the men's game.
Mm-hmm.
In the women's game, they're using post still, more with regards to getting the ball inside. But the three-point shot obviously should open the game up. And when I was playing, the ball came inside, they doubled you, pass it back out to the three. So they both work hand in hand. If you have a three-point shot, it opens up the inside game.
Kayla fires up a three. Doesn't go. Rebounded underneath. That shot doesn't go. Roosevelt with it. Bumstead on the move now. She pulls back up, and Roosevelt sets up offense again, leading 48-20. Another nice pass down low from Hoffenberg to Maggie Wilgis again. And
it's too easy. Way too easy. You got to make some kind of adjustment to combat that high-low.
So it looks like we've got a timeout, Val, and maybe they're going to talk about it and see what they can do. Again, halftime here, 3:35 left in the game. Mr. Bellis, you got anything for us? 50-20, Roosevelt on top of Cleveland.
Yeah, Harmonson and number 2 ranked 8-1 record right now. They're late in the fourth quarter against one of 2A's best, number 3 Ellensburg. It's 54-13, 6 minutes left in that game right there. Harmonson going on to a 9-1 record so far. And just tipping off now, Auburn against at Burlington Edison going on. Number 19 Auburn taking place. Also in Metro action currently not reporting they score so far, but Lincoln and Ingram currently in action, waiting to hear how that game's going to go on. But we will be getting some boys action right after this game, scheduled for 2:30. As soon as this game concludes. So stay right here, Roosevelt and Cleveland, and we'll finish your game up here with Tony B and Val Whiting.
And again, I want to remind everyone about our MLK Day celebration taking place the 15th and 16th and 17th of January, starting off with the Martin Luther King Day vendor exposition. It's like almost a travel call there, but I think they are going to call traveling. And that was kind of a mid-range 5-footer there, Val, that you may have been looking for, but steps called.
I like that she was taking it towards the basket and still staying aggressive.
And so again on the 15th from noon to 5 at Columbia City Theater, come by from black-owned businesses. Vendors will be in the Columbia City Theater. Plus there'll be music. CT and the blues band will be there performing some spoken word poetry also. As the ball's turned back over to Cleveland. And then on Sunday, it's Youth Day, youth performances, youth panel discussions talking about issues that are concerning and affecting their lives. And then on Sunday, the rally and march. All of it will be at the rally, and then we'll be covering the march. Another shot put up by Mamo doesn't go. One of those rainbow three-pointers rebounded by Bumstead. Bumstead up in the front court, looking over the Cleveland zone again, trying to get the ball down low. Tough defense there by Shakaden. And they do again get the ball down low. And again, you know what, Val, you're right. They're making that look way too easy as Zoe Hoffenberg completes the layup with the left hand on the left side. 52-20 now. So what do you do? What's the adjustment that you need to make on defense, Val, to do something about that inside-outside?
I
game?
would come out and play man. I would play man. They're really they're really comfortable, and the purpose of defense is to make the other team uncomfortable, and they're doing a great job. Like I said, getting the ball inside. The ball pressure needs to be a bit more if they're going to play zone, but switch it up.
Shot is missed. Cleveland with the ball now. Mamo again with another big three ball. 52-23. Iris Mamo. One of those rainbow shots from outside. They do get the ball down low. Roosevelt on the other end. Wilgus with it. Gets it taken away. Sherlock with it now. Tough defense by Mamo. Mamo is everywhere. Hoffenberg with it outside. Three-point shot is put up by Roshan. That one doesn't go. Rebounded by Roshan. Follows it up. Loses the ball. Sherlock now just to the right elbow. Shot doesn't go. This time the ball is pulled down by Cleveland.
That was a much better possession. They made them actually kick the ball out.
And we've got a foul called. Qatar Elton was bringing the ball in the front court. 1:15 here to go in the game on Rainier Avenue Radio. 52-23. Roosevelt in front. Roosevelt working their offense, and another three-point shot put up. This one by Leah Tequila, and some of those shots starting to fall now for Cleveland. 52-26. Maybe a little bit too late. But as you mentioned, Val, it's a time to work on some things.
Yeah, both teams. Like I said, because you're down by 30 or 20 doesn't mean you still can't improve upon something.
Cleveland with the ball into front court. Keaton shot doesn't go. Rebounded by Roosevelt. 39 seconds left. Bumstead in the front court. Ball over to Roshan. Again, pass down low. Shot doesn't go. Rebounded by Cleveland, but ends up in the hands of Roshan for Roosevelt. 21 seconds left here to go in the game. Shot clock is irrelevant. Hoffenberg again looks down low. Shot doesn't go off the rim. Shot does go. 8 seconds now. Cleveland quickly in the front court. That shot doesn't go. Rebounded by Roosevelt. 2 seconds. Bumstead will hold the ball, and your final score here, Cleveland and Roosevelt, as the boys take the court. Roosevelt 54, Cleveland 26. The score does indicate probably the flow of the game. But there are some things I saw out there again. The way Roosevelt ran their offense effectively, but then again, I got to give credit to Cleveland for not giving up.
Yeah, and it's not easy. I've been on a team that's been winless before, and it's hard going into the game expecting to win. But if you can get those little victories, even the victories that don't score up on the score in the box score, like diving for loose balls and deflections and box outs, all that will pay off in the long run when it comes to improvement.
We've got Juan Cotto trying to get a couple people over here for an interview. We'll see if we can make that happen. Thanks again for listening to Rainier Avenue Radio. I think he's going to get Iris.
Tony B.
And
I'd like to bring these two young ladies to come over and meet the legend. That's Val Whiting, two-time Pacific 12 Player of the Year. Played at Stanford University, two-time NCAA champion, and we're just so impressed with your play. And you guys came out and you kept battling no matter what the score was.
Yeah.
Is that how Cleveland basketball is?
We try our best. We try our best to fight through tough things and we try to push through our mistakes that we make. And as a team, we try to collaborate and talk as a team to make sure everyone's on the same pace.
Tell us about the importance of with everything that's going on with COVID to come out and can play a little basketball.
It's nice to be back because I didn't play last year, so it's nice to come out even without a crowd. It's nice to play as a team, even if we have to keep our mask on and everything. But I'm having fun.
The thing I like about you, you're kind of like me. You like to shoot that basketball.
Yeah, I do.
I'm not scared. You took some big shots and made some big three-pointers today.
Thank you. I just try to shoot as much as I can.
And that's the way I used to try to play. My coach used to kind of put a kibosh on that. Stay right there for us, Juanita Valley. Tell us about playing basketball in Cleveland. How much fun are you having?
It's a lot. It's a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm so happy to be back because we took a 2-week break because of COVID and Christmas and all that stuff, and I'm just happy to be back.
I'm gonna let Miss Val. Would you like to talk to these two young ladies, and what support would you like to offer them?
Well, I just want to know, how was it out there playing with the mask?
I didn't play with it.
Oh, you didn't?
I had my mask on. I was playing with it off because I knew I was gonna get tired, and I'm already passed out. But yet it's not passed out.
Well, I liked how you guys continue to play hard no matter what the score was. And and that says a lot about your heart and your determination. And believe it or not, it is going to pay off in the long run. I played professional basketball and I've been where you guys have been, and continue to keep your head up.
Thank you.
Appreciate your effort and your commitment today. Where's Cleveland basketball going to finish? How's Cleveland basketball going to finish the end of the season?
I think we'll make it through slowly. Try to have fun as much as we can. Try to get at least a few wins if we try.
You want to win a few basketball games, but I think you said it best. It's just good to be back, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good to be back. We're just taking it day by day, game by game.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us today. So we got Iris and Matabas for Montas for Cleveland basketball. Take it away, Tony.
All right, Juan.
Thank you very much.
And we're going to be back with the boys game. Mr. Bellis, you got anything you want to shut us down with?
Yeah, I do want to mention this was the highest scoring game for the Cleveland Eagles this season. They matched 25 points 2 times this season. They got 26 today, so this is the highest point scoring by the Cleveland offense this season. And the win by Roosevelt moves them into second place in the Sound. Ballard plays tonight, but right now they have the 3-4 league record. Ballard will play again tonight at Holy Names to try. But we'll go to your boys game here in about 20 minutes or so. So stay with us right here on Rainier Avenue Radio. Your community radio station will be back here at Cleveland High School in just 20 minutes.
We're trying to get it figured out for us and teaching some of the students how to do it. So
Okay.
cool.
Hold on.
Hold on one second.
If that's it, Mr. Bellis, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. And we'll be back with you, in about 15 minutes for the boys game, Cleveland versus Roosevelt, right here on Rainier Avenue Radio.world.